piloting those ideas, right? And so Pathways gave them an opportunity to have those conversations. And that was pretty interesting to me as an aspect of how we can deal with many of the concerns that we may have. The other component to that, which was the second component, also from that session, was that it is crucial that we focus strongly on actually funding the work that it takes to create the pathways, to create the changes, to provide the funding for the people who are involved in it, because the work is extensive. And it's not going to be just a model that you can implement and keep going with it. So there has to be actual money behind the initiatives, behind the work that you want to do, right? So those two key things were kind of big takeaways. Then the third takeaway for me was really from the keynote speaker, which was Dr. Estela Mara Benzimon from USC. She was really talking a lot about equity. And one of the things that she even stated, which kind of bold considering it was a Pathways conference, right? One of the things she stated was that equity is not inherent within Pathways. And it really isn't. It is a way you can actually have equity initiatives be a part of what you're doing. But a guided pathways model does not necessarily lead to more equitable outcomes if we do not put equity at the forefront of our decision making. And that was the key component, that that has to be at the forefront of what we do as we're deciding on program mapping, as we're deciding on advising, as we're deciding on all the other aspects that guided pathways will really touch on. If we do not have equity as a lens at the beginning, do not expect pathways to provide an equitable outcome. And that was a key takeaway for me, and something that I'm trying to grapple with how it will manifest itself as we start getting much more directly into the weeds of what program mapping is going to look like, and those kind of dynamics. I guess I had a fourth one. The last takeaway was another aspect from that talk, and it's one that actually was brought back to mind now when I saw the icons of the different areas of study, which is the first time I've seen them. And how those are kind of district-wide kind of areas of study, right? One of the key components about equity is giving up power. You have to give up